All right, so the date is the 4th of April 2018, and Bitcoin is obviously trying to move above 10K. In the previous update, I was talking about the possibility of the market makers moving Bitcoin above 10K, a little bit above 10K, so that they can squeeze more shorts and pull more longs into the market before they actually pull the plug on Bitcoin and let it sink to new lows. Now, what I'm going to do in the next few days, probably the 5th tomorrow or the 6th day after tomorrow, which is Sunday, I will attempt to short Bitcoin at top. Now, I do believe that the most probable top for Bitcoin is around here, 10.5, 10.6, probably as high as 10.7, and I will leave this chart run on a live stream, and you will be able to see me short Bitcoin if it goes there. I'm not shorting Bitcoin if we are in this area right here. I will wait for a big spike to the upside where the shorts are being squeezed big time. Now, right now, the longs on Bitfinex are going up for the first time. Since the short squeeze in Bitcoin began on the 12th of April, and this is the 12th of April is right here. And the number of longs on Bitfinex was actually falling, so the market makers were unable to make people bullish. And I was talking about this in the last video that the market makers are trying to make people bullish, but the longs are going down, even though the shorts were being squeezed big time. So yeah, they didn't accomplish their mission to make as many people bullish as possible. So now they are trying to push Bitcoin above 10K so that they can make more people go long, so that the longs can then be squeezed, just like the shorts were squeezed right here when the price starts moving lower. So yeah, I'll be leaving this chart live, and when we come to this area right here, I will go to my BitMax account and I will short it. You will be able to see the trade live. I will be leaving the stream for the next 2 or 3 days on non-stop. I will not be turning off the computer, and it will be just running, and you will be able to see what's going on the charts. Other things that I'm looking at, another short that I'm looking at is Amazon. Amazon is very, very bubbly. It's in a very bubbly territory right now. And I have a pattern that I found several years ago. Every bubble, almost every bubble does that. And I can identify the top with pretty good precision. Now, Amazon already moved inside this area where shorting Amazon makes a lot of sense. And the reason why Amazon shorting makes a lot of sense right now are two things. Number one is S&P 500. It looks like the S&P 500 is making a dead cat bounce pattern, my favorite pattern, so that I know that maybe it's time to short the market. I love shorting the markets. And if in fact this is a dead cat bounce and there will be a continued weakness in the S&P 500 and Dow Jones, this is one very good reason to short Amazon. Another reason, which is even more significant than S&P 500 falling down, is the dollar. And the dollar, as I talked in the previous video when we were right here, we were in the 90s, is most probably going to make a huge rally. The dollar index is about to make a very, very big rally, and the euro is going to dip big time, most probably to 0.94, 0.95. We are going to see a huge move up in the dollar. Now, last time we had a huge move up in the dollar was right here where oil plunged big time. We had a massive move, sharp move up in the dollar in 2008. Usually there are significant reasons why the dollar is moving up. Usually it's some sort of a recession, a crisis, a default event, war. Nobody knows exactly what the real world event causing this spike to the upside in the dollar is going to be. But if it is a recession or war or default event or something scaring people, what you will see is that people will stop spending money. And what is going to happen with Amazon if people stop buying useless shit on Amazon? Well, Amazon will go down. Many people are talking about the tech stocks being super overvalued, like Facebook and Apple. I totally agree, but I do believe that Amazon is in fact a safer bet and will be a great short opportunity. And the plunge to the downside is going to be absolutely huge. Let's say we go to the top at 1800 and we go down to 500 or 300 bucks. This is going to be a huge move to the downside. So yeah, Amazon, I'm looking at it. I'm looking for resistance at a little bit above 1800, being the end of the area for shorting. So this is it what I'm watching right now. I want to short Amazon and I want to short Bitcoin, and potentially I will try to short S&P 500 and Dow Jones and other stocks as well. But I first need to see a confirmation that this pattern right here is actually playing out in the S&P 500, and this is indeed a dead cat bounce pattern. For this to actually be confirmed, we need to take out 2500 in the S&P 500. This is a key level. This is the previous low. As you can see, there is a support line, area of support right here. And if we breach it to the downside, there is a lot of air to the downside, a few hundred points. So yeah, the S&P 500, Amazon, Facebook, everything looks extremely toppy. When the markets become vertical like this, like Amazon, I mean, do you think this is sustainable? I really don't think this is sustainable. I mean, this is 4 years of massive gains. Amazon in the middle of 2014 was 270 bucks, and now it is at 1,500, 1,600. This is huge move to the upside, and I don't really think that this is a sustainable move to the upside, and there has to be a crash soon. So this is it. I'm looking for shorting Amazon. I'll be looking for shorting Bitcoin very soon, probably on the 6th this month. In 2 days, I'll be leaving the stream live, and this is it. And I'm out.